Hello again, ladies and gents. Welcome back to my progress of the build of the Lego Creator Fiat 500, set number 10271. If you watched the previous videos, you've been seeing that I've been showing the progress of building the model. I've now completed all the bags labelled number 2, and I'm just about to start bags which are labelled number 3, which will take me through to the final completion of the model. So I just want to show you where we are at this stage. So in my last video I showed you how they managed to create the angle of the rear wings. I showed you how that was achieved, and I showed you quite a lot of detail of the interior. Well, now, as you can see, the seats are now in. We've got a dashboard, we've got the doors, the interior door panels, got some nice detail there with the little armrest. We're actually using a telephone piece to create the door pull handles, and a little like aerial to represent a little pull handle. There's a sticker which has been used on the dashboard there to replicate like an air vent, and a couple of switches and the keys with the keys in. You've got your little speedometer. Nice little thing which is unique to this set, the little Fiat badge in the middle of the steering wheel, which is nice. The only other sticker so far is this on the rear, which represents the rear vent for the engine, which I showed you earlier. But one thing I want to show you is again how they've managed to achieve some of the shape, because a really characteristic part of the Fiat 500 is this shape around the side of the car. And I love how they've made it so you've got the side, then it angles in and then it angles out again, and you get that groove. I just want to show you how that is done. If I just break that door off 1 second, and I'll show you, if I just snap that off, you'll see how the door is made in this section like this, and then the top piece has these little connectors in, the little hinge pieces, which then slot in. Oops, bit hard to do one-handed while I hold my phone, but there you go, and then slot into the door like that. And that's how they attach that top section of the door, which I thought is really cool, because I did wonder how they'd managed to make that shape. So it's quite cool to be able to see how they've actually done it. I also mentioned on the last video about differences in shades of yellow, and it's now become more obvious on this door. You can see that and that are definitely a slightly different shade of yellow to the rest of the door. It's the same on the other door as well. If I just angle this one around, you can quite clearly see the different shades of yellow on these side pieces. So that and that are definitely a different shade to the rest of the door. Now they're actually, if I just show you the construction of the door, and I can just find where we are. Bear with me a second. Sorry about the amateur camera work again. So the bits in this case which are a different colour are these bits, which form that part of the door, and the bits which came prior to that, which are those bits, the little angled pieces which go there. And they show through to the other side of the door as such. And it's just a pity really, because so far I've managed to get really good colour match, but yeah, you can just see there, there's the colour difference on both doors with them pieces. Other than that, it's been really good. I want to show you the interior in a bit more detail again, because it's a lot easier when the car's at this level of build to be able to see inside, rather than waiting until the car's fully built. But I like how the seats are constructed, and the seats tip forward as such. The seats are just a solid L shape, constructed in a certain way so that there's no adjustment in the backrest. The whole seat is one piece, which then just tilts forward on a cool little hinge mechanism there on the floor. Let me camera just focus on it. There you go. Little, how it's just hinged into the floor, just clips in. Nice and simple. Also at the front of the car, you've got the detail of the fuel tank and the fuel filler there, which will be hidden underneath the hood bonnet, whatever you want to call it, when it's all completed. So yeah, so that's it so far. There's a few spare bits, as you always get. There's a spare Fiat badge and various other little bits, as you can see. So I'm going to get on with stage 3. I've got the bags lined up ready to go, and get the model completed, and then I'll come back to you. See you soon. Cheers, bye.